Good morning, coin roll hunters. Thank you for joining me, Matthew, the great coin roll hunter, on seems to be a very early morning for me. I don't know why, I'm just super tired today. In the thumbnail, I got a picture of this, our next roll, actually wrapped. Had a really cool a really cool hunter mark on the end. Which I thought was really interesting because coin roll hunters will usually unwrap a bank wrapped roll, search them through, put them in a customer wrapped roll, and then mark the wrapper, or in this case the coin, as a way to indicate that they've searched that roll before. So if they go back to the bank later, they'll know that that roll's already been searched. And so that's what's happened to this coin here. However, it has an additional story to tell. It has been picked up, re-wrapped, or sent to a bank or a third-party wrapper, re-rolled, and then as you saw in the thumbnail, and as you can tell by these scratches, these in the field here, these arched scratches, it was re-rolled again at a bank wrapped roll, with the obverse side up with that hunter's mark on it. So I just thought that was a really cool story. It's a really neat circulation story. It's a 1996 Philadelphia, as you can see here. Now, this isn't this isn't a coin I would keep, but it is a coin that is numismatically interesting to me, and I like that. I'm not going to keep it. It'll continue its circulation story, but I just wanted to share that with you because every roll every coin has a story to tell. And so anyway, something funny happened halfway through the video I made for you guys of unwrapping this roll. My alarm went off on my phone and stopped recording, and I just totally destroyed the video. And which is just the kind of morning I'm having. So I gotta wake up early sometimes and make these videos for you guys, and I'm just having that kind of a day. So thanks for bearing with me. I haven't gone through this roll yet. Well, that's not true. I went through about half of it. And then I just, the alarm went off and I just had to reshoot it for you. But we'll just continue on as if I just unwrapped it. So thank you guys for subscribing and joining me on this awesome series. So if you're new to the channel or you're just dropping in, I wanted to remind you, our viewers, that we're looking for a few things out of these half-dollar rolls. 90% silver is 1964 and older. It also includes what we call obsolete coinage, which will be walking Liberty halves, caped bust halves, which is just a different design on these coins than what we have here is President John F. Kennedy. And if you find those, they're really rare and they're really interesting because they're very old. And we were talking about circulation stories. Those older coins definitely have some interesting circulation stories you could build around them. Obviously, you can't confirm where those coins have been without any really serious documentation. So it's just a general story that you're building around these coins. A story I think that is worth telling nonetheless. So that's your 90% silver. You've got 40% silver clads, which will have this copper banding in there. And it's a copper-silver alloy sandwiched between two silver, I think it's silver nickel, or it might just be silver copper with a higher silver content sandwiched on the copper center there. But anyway, the entire silver content of the silver clad will be 40%, and that'll include 1965 up to 1970. We'll be looking for a 1983 Denver. My lights just went out. That's just the kind of morning I'm having, you guys. 19 83 Denver to complete our birthday coins collection series, just to upgrade it to a better condition coin. And you'll find that on the birthday coin collection playlist on this channel if you're just starting or you're interested in that. And then finally, the last group of half dollars we're looking for, NIFC, not intended for circulation, and those will include 2002 and newer coins. At 2002, they decided not to send half dollars into circulation. So the only way you were able to get those half dollars for those years, 2002 and newer, was to buy them directly from the mint in as collectible sets. And so basically, if you were to do that, they were charging 1.5 to 2 times their face value. And one way or the other, which we've explored many times, those coins have actually found their way into circulation, into these half dollar rolls that we are hunting today. And if you go back through this particular series, you will see I was able to cherry pick out about 4 of them so far, but I know there was a couple that before I knew about the NIFC coins that managed to slip through. I rolled them and I went to the bank right away to cash them out. I don't typically sit on this money very long because it is my bankroll for coin collecting. It's not very much, but you know, you do what you need to do, I guess. So as you can see, it's another skunk roll, but it did have some interesting character, and I think one of those interesting characters was the hunter marked half dollar. So out of the whole roll, we got ourselves just a little circulation story to tell. This 1996 with a Philadelphia mint mark. That's what that P is. The hunter mark there on his ear. And even though we're not picking anything out of this roll, we still got a story out of it. And so I count that as a victory. And yeah, so thank you for joining me on this roll in our $500 box of half dollars. If you're enjoying the series, make sure you just like the video. Subscribe if you'd like to continue on with us, because tomorrow we'll have another roll. We're just a little over halfway, just barely a little over halfway through this box. And yeah, share it with your friends on your social media. Get them involved. Gives you guys something to talk about amongst each other. And I know I'm giving you guys a lot to think about on the end of these videos if you've even made it this far. But I love reading your comments. And if you're new to the hobby, you can ask your coin-related questions in the comments below these videos. And I'll do my best to research them out for you if I know the answer. But we also have a really awesome group of subscribers to this channel that know a lot about this stuff, and they might even beat me to the punch and answer your question for you. So with all that being said, thank you for joining me on this hectic morning I'm having. I hope you have a much better morning than I have been having, and I wish you a great day, and until tomorrow morning, just happy hunting.